Deshawn Black, the Urban Juggernaut, and welcome to another episode of 310 TV. Lovely podcast and an interview session that I'm doing. I'm a pro wrestler out of Inglewood, California. There we go, like he said. And I'm also involved in many community events, issues, and all that. And I'm glad to just put another platform to showcase not only pro wrestlers, but just people doing good in the community and entrepreneurs and all the good stuff that comes with it. So today on my show, we've got a homie of mine who's doing big things. It's funny because, like I said, I've heard his name throughout time. He's just one of those guys. And we eventually linked up, and we've got a project on our own, and mainly his project, but he's asked me to be involved in. He's also a comedian. He's also got his hand in many things. And he's one of the few Rams fans I'm cool with. Because it's all about your boy Sean Black is a Saints fan. And you know how that goes. You know, we ain't going to talk about that season between the Rams and the Saints. We're going to leave that alone. But everybody please welcome my guest, Dashawn "SHO TYME WATKINS." Sean, what's up?
Man, appreciate you.
All right, so a lot of people don't know our history, but like I said, just in the intro, I've heard a lot about you in between time and all that. A lot of people know your name. And, I'm Inglewood, you Compton, but still, there's people, mutual friends that knew us and knew things that you're doing and knew things you're involved in. So just tell us about your upbringing and yourself, and what are you bringing to the table as far as comedy, and we'll get to the COMPTONMANIA eventually.
Okay.
But just tell us about where you from and everything like that.
All right. I'm from the city of Compton, CPT, West Side. I don't gangbang. But like right down the street from the Compton Courthouse. Like I was raised by my grandma. A lot of little family, little stuff happened. You know, my pops was murdered when I was 2.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all good, man. My grandma installed in me a couple of things that is so important that stands with me today. You always gotta face your fears. You gotta you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, and life is about choices. And every choice that you make could set you up for either a good thing or a bad thing. And thank God that I've had great mentors around me that kind of like steered me in the right way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So as you see, and from what everybody can hear, this brother is very articulate, and you know he's not playing around Compton. He's from Compton. He is legit from Compton. And so, where did your background? Because, like I said, you know, I and everyone around you know that you were a very smart brother. Were you great in school, college, everything, or
not at all?
Just street knowledge.
Like school. I made the honor roll one time. That was like my senior year, like right before I graduated. And to be honest, it was because of my relationships with teachers and friends. Because, bro, like I got a teacher named Jerry Clark, who there's no reason why he should have passed me with the A. I didn't do not one lick of homework, but he just believed in me. He just believed in me. I would do, like, when we were in class, like, I was kind of good at math. Math was like my thing, but I wasn't smart at all. Honestly, what helped me to get smart was back in 2008 maybe. I was going to Noel Jones Church, right? So Noel Jones, he says a lot of big words. So one of the words he was using at that particular time was propensity. So when he said a big word, I would go look it up and I would study that word. And then I would be like, okay, I learned this word. I add this word to my lexicon. Because, you know, my dialect, I'm ghetto. Like, I'd be like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Whoa, bop, 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 you know? But I just wanted to stretch myself because when I first went to Hollywood, when I was doing auditions or stuff like that, I always felt insignificant. I felt like if I speak, people gonna understand that I'm from the hood, and they're gonna disqualify me. So I was always like the guy in the room who was like scared, bro. That everybody, like, imposter syndrome. Like, what is he even doing here? So like I just tried to get better in the ways where I could not be denied, because my spiritual mom taught me true greatness can never be denied. So I just tried to strive for that.
Come on, come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I'm not that smart. I just pretend.
Hey, fake it till you make it, man. Man, so it's LA. It's a lot of faking and people making it. We born and raised in the city of faking and making it.
You right.
But no, because but on a serious note, you know, we joking around, but like I said, you know, I didn't get to walk the stage in high school, and I didn't get my diploma until way later. I wasn't considered like dumb. I just played around and didn't do the assignments, you know, certain assignments and things, until it got too late. Until I did homeschool, and I was like, yeah, they're like, you need 10 more credit, graduation like the week of, and I'm like, so I messed it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this. I feel like education should change a little bit, because if you're a creative, you don't actually learn the same way other people learn. Like for me, like I learn better hands-on. This goes here, and then repeat. Like, you know, I don't, like if you're going to sit over here and tell me, well, on this day, I'm not going to hear that shit. That don't register to a learner like me. So I like, cause you're pretty brilliant, you're pretty smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think school really determines somebody being smart. Like I think.
And you got a brother like Nipsey, and you got a brother like Nipsey who dropped out of school in 10th grade, and he said, even though he was on the block doing what he did, he still always read books, and he taught himself books. Nipsey, like I said, prolific. Nipsey Nipsey was extremely unique, and not just because he died. We do not, even till this day, we don't have too many rappers buying blocks and
none of that,
computers, and schools, and all the stuff Nipsey invested in. Nipsey invested in hotel casinos, so there's a lot more that he had to offer in time, and he did not have a full high school education. So I see what you're coming from.
Right, and Nipsey's whole thing was dropping game. He was a teacher.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I feel like that's a different animal. Like you a wrestler.
Yeah.
You know wrestling.
Yeah.
You know the ins and out. You know the craft. If you was to get hurt in wrestling, say God forbid, but if you hurt your shoulder or something, you already know, I know how I can play this. I know how I can make this benefit me. And that's all I try to do. I don't want to be a guy that gets into a situation and I say, oh, this happened because Sean didn't do this, or this person didn't do this, or that person. Okay, what can I do for myself to make sure that I get this goal out? Because at the end of the night, like, if I had that idea, I have to bring that thing to fruition. I can't blame nobody.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like Nipsey represented for all of us.
Yeah. Nipsey represented there's other ways.
Right.
You know, like I said, there's college, there's, hands-on where you learn how to do a trade, things like that. And like I said, Nipsey started from the ground up, selling CDs and all that. So that's a unique story.
He also taught us value.
Value, yes. No. And then it's cool because we're going to transition into you. And so before we get into how our personal relationship started, let me go into the stand-up comedy. Because I wasn't around for that, but the pictures of that show and the rumors, like I said, I heard that you put on a freaking show, like, and you can see pictures, and Jason, I'll show you the pictures. You packed out your house for a comedy show, and it was good. So let everybody know, just how did the comedy come into play?
Okay, wow, where do I even start? I had started to really challenge myself, bro, because I felt like I wasn't living up to my full potential. Like I felt like that I just wasted away and started to just get comfortable. And I wasn't comfortable. I was unsatisfied. Like comedy was something that I really loved, and all of a sudden it started giving me anxiety. Like it started becoming to a point where I just didn't love it no more. I started to change as a man. Like different different stuff started to bother me. I wanted to make a change in the world, but also I started to get sick, like just about everything. Like we as humans, like, you know, we come in with like, I have this dream, I have this goal, and then you get caught up, you fall in love, and you lose your goal. You lose your freaking way. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a challenge to myself. I just had broke up out of my last situation, and that was really tough on me, like spiritually, mentally. And I said, you know what? I have to challenge myself. I want to do a comedy show. The very thing that I'm afraid of. I'm gonna do an hour stand-up comedy show. I'm gonna make it a production. The last time I ever even did 30 minutes, it was the most terrible 30 minutes you can ever witness in your life. Like I got paid $250. I couldn't wait to get the money and just drive and disappear and never show my face.
This show wasn't good, or?
It was trash because I took it 2 days before the show. I've never done 30 minutes before that. Like I've done 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. So I go over there and I start off with the 15 minutes that I already done before, and I was working on stuff too that, and it just was just no laughs. It was an older crowd, a black audience, and you know, black people, our people, they give it to you.
Oh,
no chaser, bro.
Man, straight no chaser. Man.
And I never wanted to do comedy again.
Wow.
And so I challenged myself to do this because I had to get over the love of my life at that time. And so I said, I did it. And I'm telling you, dealing with anxiety, didn't have no money, everything. But then everything came together at the last moment. I charged $25 was the lowest ticket. I made like $355. I mean, it's not a lot, but after I did it, when I was just like, I could do anything.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
do a wrestling show. Who's the first person do I need to call?
Okay, so check this out. So we're gonna double back. And let's start into. I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna lead into how I was introduced to him and where COMPTONMANIA came into play. So I'm gonna start off. So I think it was, Bill Chu gave me a phone call. Bill Chu is a SoCal ref, regular fan. Bill Chu is yeah. I had no idea he was involved in helping out the park. You know, Bill lived in Jasper. He would drive all the way down out to help the park. I gained a lot of respect for him to drive down and help the Van Ness Park. He was getting in the mix, and you know, he was out in the hood with a Hawaiian shirt trying to break up gang fight and shorts and white socks, and he was out there trying to break.
Bill.
And you know, a lot of people at the time used to mess with Bill and things like that, but Bill's a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? But he was in the mix. He chose to just help out in the hood. So he approached me, he said, there's a guy I want you to talk to about putting on a pro wrestling show here. And so I went down one night, and I was actually impressed because, you know, Van Ness Park was always the wild part, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But they had a whole little team going, free foods and music and basketball, and I loved it. I felt safe again, you know, because when I was younger, I was like knowing I was on. Like I went when I was late. It was at early '90s when Jerry curls and shit were in. So you know them Jerry curl gangsters, that's a whole different breed, you know.
Kill you and drip on you.
Them pigtail gangsters with the pacifiers, the barrettes and the pacifiers, and pop locking and shit, dancing. I was in that. I had to go a few times in that era, and I was like, I'm terrified of this park. So I was impressed to see how much Van Ness Park, you know, things still happen, but you know, it was a nice little program and everything. So I met Deshawn, you know, it was funny 'cause he's always working, but I'll get the chance to talk to him a little bit, and, you know. And then we tried to make some things happen at the park.
Man, hard.
And it didn't work out, but I kept this, you know, contact just in case. And it's funny because, like I said, you know, I'm a jokester and everything. And then I looked on Snap. I was like, one day he deleted me. I was like, I think he think I play around too much. But it's funny. I kept watching him and checking on him, you know, and all that. And then he added me again, and he said, I want to do a pro wrestling show. What would it take? Now, Amped Up Wrestling, we'd already started, and I'm like, you know, I hate to pull back the curtain, you know, people real touchy, but it takes a lot to put on a pro wrestling show, a solid one of that, especially financially. So it's a lot better with help. So I was like, you know what? I said, I know wrestlers that just, they don't have egos. They just want to get themselves out. I said, I know wrestlers that just want to wrestle. And, they're not tripping on crazy finances and all that. We could put something small together. He agreed to it. He said he had a place. I got wrestlers that said, look, man, we're just going to do, Sheik from Hood Slam gave me a formula of just how Hood Slam started. Shout out to Sheik. He said we would just do some shows and we would put out a jar. And we would just tell the fans, just donate. And whatever they donated, we would split. Or we would put back into the school. She gave me his blessing. So I pitched it to Sean, I pitched it to my wrestlers. I said, look, this is not going to be XYZ. And this first show came out amazing. And so from there, COMPTONMANIA, which was a test run, was born. So I'm going to turn it over to Deshawn. And he's, like I said, I'm just an investor in COMPTONMANIA. And, Amped Up is so everybody know Amped Up is my personal thing. COMPTONMANIA is his idea, so it's his thing. I've invested in it, and I'm willing to help. So I'm here to let Deshawn tell y'all about his story of COMPTONMANIA and the goals, and we'll go from there.
Okay, first let's go back. Like, the first time I saw you was in 2013 at an AWS wrestling event in the Valley. And so, like, I went and I seen, like, a black wrestler. I'm black. So I was seeing another black wrestler. I'm like, yo, this dude is dope. Yo, like, I don't know if you've seen the picture, but I had that Detroit black jersey.
Well, the footage
with
is
the
all
number 3.
online.
Yeah.
It get all the crowd and stuff, so we'll see.
And I was just like, wow. So then in 2015 is when I was working for SNL. I was talking to Bill Chu from that day, and he's like, yo, I can bring Sean Black. I'm like, oh my gosh, Sean Black, that would be so dope. Sean Black, this is crazy. So we tried so hard to get a wrestling event for SNL. They're going to regret. And SNL, as you watch this, you're going to have to pay big time. Because once we get up, you're going to have to spit. No, I'm just playing. So here we go. We tried to get this thing going. And so, like, it just dissipated. I was going through different stuff, going in life, transitioning. Not like that transitioning, but like just going through changes as a man. Then go back to the idea. So after the comedy show, I'm like, yo, I'm telling my boys I got this idea after doing this comedy show, like COMPTONMANIA, this would be so crazy. I'm like, yo, if I really want to make this happen, who can I call? And I'm scrolling through my phone and I see Sean Black. I said, I wonder if his number is the same. So I call him. I say, yo, what's up, Sean? What's up, man? We kind of catch back up. And I said, bro, I got this idea for a wrestling show. He said, well, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that got great ideas, but they're not really. Let me hear your idea. Let me hear. Okay, what you got to do? So I said, all right, I got this idea. It's called like COMPTONMANIA, right? And I want to bring this. I want to have entertainment with it. I want to get like the local artists. I want to be able to do vignettes. I want to be able to do live promos. I want to like do a real show, pyrotechnics. I want to do something crazy. And Sean, he gets quiet, and he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, COMPTONMANIA's good. Okay, let me call you right back. I'm gonna call you right back. So when you said that, I'm thinking, oh, this nigga's like, he's not fucking with me. It's like, he's not. Literally 5 minutes later, he said, yeah, man, yeah. That's a great idea. So this is what we're going to do. I got everybody inside. I'm going to put you in this group, and this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, all right, Sean, so what is step 1? He's like, you got to get the ring. I'm like, how much is the ring? The ring was that much. So then I could not have done COMPTONMANIA if it had not been for you. Because step by step, you walked me through. This is what we're going to do. You need wrestlers. This is what we have. COMPTONMANIA right now, if it would not been for this brother right here, it wouldn't be here. So, like, just know for a fact, even though COMPTONMANIA is my idea, my baby, I can't do this without my team, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. See, Jason gave us a countdown. And it's a beautiful thing, like I said. And it's funny because we took a lot of flack and a lot of hate. We take with the good with the bad. Like I said, we're going to see it. You know, along with I'm proud to wrestle from LA. I'm proud. You know, I guess it's the SoCal scene, but comes to SoCal scene, there's a lot of drama and a lot of politics, and a lot of stuff I just kind of want to miss. There was a point I almost retired because I got tired of the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I'm built from a different cloth. You know, I don't do the behind the back talking and all that. I'm like, issues should be resolved in front of itself. So that's me. And like I said, personally, I was getting ready to. And this project and AMP, people and just people, fans, people pushing me, pushed me back in the game. And so I say that to say that, like I said, him, people like Wes Logan in Vegas, and a couple of promoters just started, after COVID, started hitting me up and keep going, just keep going, all that, and just build. And my trainer said, F that, we started in the backyard. We got fans. COMPTONMANIA's in the backyard. No. My training school was like, well, fuck them. We started in the backyard. And Santito's is now one of the biggest schools in the country. So,
And if I'm not mistaken, Vince McMahon, when he first took over for his dad, they were doing a lot of shows in the yard, bro.
Yeah. See? So, like I said, yeah, sometimes the lesson about this, you got to tune out the hate and focus to your goals. You know what I'm saying? That's just the only way.
If you have a business and you cannot afford a storefront, you do it out of your house. I'm done.
Yeah. How much time we got, Jason? 7 minutes. So, yeah, man. And so, let's see. What else we can touch on? Like we touched on the last thing. What are you in? Like I said, we got 7 minutes. The community. We got George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the world, Trump, this, that, and the other. Gang violence. What do you feel? What's up in your quickest term?
I hate all of it, bro. Like, I mean, like, you stand over here and I say, I even went to a couple of protests, Black Lives Matter, but then, like, it's like, do Black lives even matter to black people? Like, I was out there, bro. I was out there straight out of Compton, bro. I'm surrounded by gangs. I got a lot of people in my family that's gangbangers, but if y'all out there, like, killing each other, y'all some suckers. I said, I don't care where you from, bro. You mugging it up for everybody else. Like, if you want to, like, black entrepreneurship is the wave. You got a wrestling company. I got a wrestling company. Every black face that come after me, they gonna know how to do it from watching what we do. Period. All that other sucker stuff is lame. Not being in a gang ain't lame, but the stuff you do, killing people over, like, that's lame, bro. Straight up. Like we as men gotta learn how to deal with our emotions. I be wanting to kill stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting, like, for real. Like, but I can't do that because it's a bigger, like, like, as far as politics and stuff, like, I don't like neither one of the candidates. Honestly, I'm gonna have to vote for Biden because my grandma don't like Trump. I don't like him neither, but I don't like neither one of them. I don't give a damn. I'm a Bernie guy. But, it is what it is. I mean, am I talking too much?
No, it's good. It's good, man. We want that. We want that raw. We want to know what you're feeling.
Like, it's,
and yeah, we're not here for censorship and all that. Like I said on my first podcast, everybody has a story to tell. Like, Jason Green, somebody said, he was struggling with homosexuality. And that was his story, We're going to have Mariah Marino, the first transgender wrestler, and she's going to show her struggles too. So as far as this show, everyone is going to tell their story.
Right.
And you're not going to like I said, I don't care if you disagree with it or not. Everyone has their story to tell, and we're not here to judge. We're not here to condemn. But I'd rather hear the unfiltered truth, and I'd rather let people know that the kids, like I said, it's people that look up to you, people look up to me, cameraman, people look up to him,
that's right.
Everybody. But everybody has something to tell and the reason why they're here today. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, what happened to George Floyd is cold. Ain't nothing good about it, bro. I'm not with that. See a grown man crying for his mom, that had me in tears, bro.
Yeah.
But
yeah, let's get it. Oh, rest in peace, George Floyd, and all those lost to senseless gun violence and little burp going through senseless police brutality. Let's close it out.
In a word of prayer, now.
Like I said, one more thing. We got let them know about the Vegas the date, COMPTONMANIA in Vegas.
Versus, no politics.
Let's get it.
Compton Mania, we going led by our main guy, Mr. Black. We're going to go make some noise out there.
Taking it on the road. Starting backyard, we on the road.
You know what I'm saying?
Starting from the bottom.
And then we got something else coming up too.
Yeah, we got the Amped Up show, but this is for COMPTONMANIA.
So yeah, December?
We got November 28th, but December 5th is COMPTONMANIA. We going on the road. We hopping in them cars. We heading to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we really excited about it.
Yeah, we excited. So, yeah, if you LA, drive to Vegas with us. Get a room. Get one of the cheap rooms. We'll be there. Or we going to hold it down that Saturday.
Or do like the ringworm. Sleep in your car.
Sleep in your car. Yeah, you can hear about that interview. Hey, man. I've done it. I'm going to wrestle with my mom in there. Don't tell nobody. I didn't sleep in the car wrestling. I got passed out, man. But we're blessed. Like I said, COMPTONMANIA is here.
Amped Up Wrestling is here.
Yeah.
Sean Black is here. I ain't going nowhere.
And so let them know all your IG and everything, where to follow you. Let them know Deshawn Showtime.
Right. So IG, COMPTONMANIA. My personal, SHO TYME 2203. Facebook, COMPTONMANIA. YouTube, COMPTONMANIA News. Patreon is coming. So website, www.comptonmania.com.
And if you want to sponsor COMPTONMANIA, holla at us.
Holla at your boy.
Hey, man. We trying to feed the wrestlers and our community.
Ain't too proud to beg.
Ain't too proud to beg, yeah. Trying to feed wrestlers and the community, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, another episode of the Sean Black 310 TV podcast. I'm your host, Sean Black.
I'm Deshawn Showtime Watkins.
And you'll be seeing more of us because he'll be a regular guest, and things like that. And we've also got another studio that you'll see on his page and everything, because him and the COMPTONMANIA crew have got something popping over there too. So continue to follow us in our videos. Once again, this is another episode. We had a little sip. We didn't ate good. Oh, by the way, how's the food?
You know what? I didn't eat today.
Okay.
However, I remember I had a burger. What was that? The last time we was here.
Yeah.
They're freaking moist in the middle, and they're delicious.
Thank you. That's what I do.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. We feed wrestlers. We talk. We sip. We drink. We not judgmental. And once again, the Sean Black 310 podcast motto is: we all have a story to tell. One love, y'all. Peace.